And we are recording. Okay, hi everyone. And we are here with Haley and Ben. And Ben, why don't you tell us about yourself and your partner?
Well, my name is Ben. I'm 6'8". Haley
Yes,
and
we know
I.
this actually because Haley has said this many, many times.
Okay, yeah, she told you already. Yeah, Haley and I've been together for about 7 years. We've known each other since we were small children.
Oh, wow.
Got married over a year ago. Pretty happy. Yeah. What else? I drive a big concrete truck for my job.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
very
kind of
cool.
fun. Yeah, I get to go off-roading in a 40-ton vehicle just about every day. So it's kind of exciting.
That is. And as a kid, we were always like, oh my God, the cement truck, the cement truck.
Now I always get little kids that are like waving at me and they tell me like, yeah, blow the air horn. So I'm doing this in like crowded neighborhoods. I'm just blowing my horn and stuff.
That is so cute.
Yeah. I like to cook a lot too. You know, I've always enjoyed doing that. And that's something Haley and I like to do together. Just cook and try to get better and share our food with like our friends and family. Stuff like
Awesome.
that.
Sounds delicious. Yes, I'm like a little sick of cooking at this point in my life. So I would appreciate if somebody in my family would actually enjoy cooking. Anywho.
Yeah. We're sick of doing dishes because every time, cook, there's always a million dishes to do and we don't have a dishwasher. So it's a little annoying.
Yeah.
Hands.
Yeah.
So when did Haley start reading Midnight Poppyland? And yeah.
She told me she was reading it like a year or two ago? Like you started it? I didn't know she was reading it because I've never really read any of the comics that she's into. So yeah, she started talking about it probably a couple months ago, telling me what it was and what she's been reading. And whenever I'm in the living room, I'm just sitting doing my own thing, watching TV. She's like screaming while she's reading her comics. So I was like, what are you yelling about?
Yeah.
She tells me what's going on. I'm slightly interested. I ask her questions about it.
You're gonna start reading it?
You're leading into some future questions. So just like as an initial question, on a scale of 1 to 10, how obsessed would you say Haley is with Midnight Poppyland?
Probably about 9.5.
Yep, not surprised. So do you read Midnight Poppyland?
Do I read it? No, but she did show me a little bit, and like I've seen like the artist photos and stuff.
The NSFW.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's a future question also.
Yeah, I've seen some of that.
Okay.
I appreciate the artwork.
Yeah, would you know how to summarize Midnight Poppyland in one sentence? Like, could you give a one-sentence synopsis?
Let's see. Some alternate universe where Tora's gangster enforcer and Poppy's some beautiful woman who he's attracted to.
That's good. That's good. Okay, I'll ask you more questions about Poppy later, so we'll see how much you know about her. So you started talking about this before, but how does Haley behave when she reads Midnight Poppyland?
She gets real quiet and she just stares at her phone and then she screams every so often, and then she just tells me out loud, I'm gonna read it over again. And I just leave her alone, and then I'll ask her some questions about it, like how was it or
what happened this
what
week?
happened. Seems like she's entertained by it. So
awesome. So here is a question for you. Are you jealous of Tora?
No. I'm interested by him, I guess.
You'd want to work out with him?
Yeah, sure. Ask him about gang life.
Oh,
Okay.
that's very faux pas. You don't.
Faux pas.
He
Yeah,
might have
I
to.
won't do
He might have to murder you.
that. Just work out with him, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he's kind of like you, like kind of quiet. You guys might get
Yeah.
along, you know.
Yeah.
Just two quiet men, just lifting some weights and
Yeah.
just nodding occasionally, and that's it.
Yeah. He'll be like, that's a relief after Quincy's, jabbering. Give me some quiet person.
Yeah, I'm definitely I talk a lot, and he's very
I'm normally pretty quiet, just sit and listen.
takes it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very loud, and I never understood quiet people until like there was one social occasion where I was like, yeah, I don't feel like talking. I'll just sit here, and I was like, wait, that's what quiet people do all the time. They just like sit and listen. It's like, wow, so cool.
I kind of like doing that, just sit back and people watch. And I mean, she's the total opposite of me mostly, but I think that's kind of how it go together a little bit, because I'm always observing and she's out and about being social, and I've become more social just from being with her, which
Right.
is nice.
And I've become more pensive and more like, maybe I should think before I just spout off whatever comes to my mind. And I'm still working on it, but I'm a little better, I guess.
Yeah. It's funny. I was talking to my friends today because one of my friends is dating somebody who is a little bit different than her in one aspect, and she's not sure if that's like a good reason, like if she should continue. And me and my husband have a very similar dynamic, and I said, like, it's both hard and it's both very good, because we have to work on, like, he's helping me, it was like, it's basically a bit like ambition, and I'm like, I'm very ambitious, and I can also be very judgmental of people who aren't like that. And like, my husband's very non-ambitious and very humble and very easygoing, and I'm like, I had to learn from him to be like more relaxed, and it helped me in my personal life. But it also, on the other hand, was a huge issue in our marriage because I was upset at him for not being ambitious enough. So it was like, it's both very good and very bad,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. There's a lot of things that for him, it's more of just a wait and see, or, think on it. And I'm more of a, just jump in head first. And it's like you said, it's good sometimes to be that way, but then sometimes it isn't. So
You can't just sit around and think about something forever when you just gotta act.
yeah.
I understand that now.
I think the hard part is identifying those situations. Like, when is it time to act and when is it time to think? And that's, I think, the hard part. Well, for me at least.
Yeah, it's funny. We also have a very similar thing. I'm like very, very snap judgments, and he like is very like inactive. Like, he'll just, he's not so much sitting and thinking about it. He doesn't really just, he's not an active person. But the truth is, it's totally fine because I'm very active and I like making all the decisions anyway. So it worked out.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of dynamics out there, and just I also learned that not everyone's relationship is like your relationship, and sometimes it's hard to not sympathize, but it's hard to understand sometimes other people's, like, what they're going through in their relationship when it's so different than what you experience in your dynamic. So yeah, it's like you can give your advice, but it might not really apply to their relationship. So
Right.
yeah.
So speaking of relationships and getting back to the interview, I love this stuff, but I probably should talk about it in Puppy Land.
Right. Sure.
Yeah. So
keep it on task. Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of relationships, you mentioned it before, so I know you know what it is, but what is the Secret Garden? What can you tell us about it? How has it impacted your life?
The spicy picture.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, I don't know what Secret Garden is.
Yeah, I wanted to see if you knew that word also. I did that $5 Patreon tier.
How has that affected my life? Was that the question?
Our relationship.
Oh, our relationship. I don't know.
You don't have to answer the question, by the way. You could just tell me, like, shut up, and like the fine to my life.
We would never tell you to shut up. Oh.
I mean, it's good artwork, and it's
Spicy.
Yeah, spicy, I guess. I don't really have much to say about it, I guess.
Okay.
We'll
That's
leave
good.
it unsaid.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Haley's
I
eyebrows
don't-
were very good. That's all
Yeah.
we need.
uh,
Okay, so I am going to pull up, I'm going to share the screen and pull up the pictures of characters. So let's see if you can identify them first by their name and then what you can tell us about them and who they are. Okay, so let me just open up the folder. Yeah, there we are.
Stuff like her. She's
And
awesome.
I will say this is from like a few months ago, so I didn't update. I decided to just keep the same thing, so I didn't add new characters or whatever. So it's the same interview I gave all the other guys. So even though there's some more, there's maybe like another person or two I would have put in, but whatever. We'll just do this.
Probably wouldn't know who they were.
Okay, who is this person?
Oh.
That's
It's a little bit of a trick
Catwoman.
question.
I'm going with Catwoman. I don't know who that is.
Okay, Haley, I'll let you answer it.
That's the creator of that's Lily Dusk. That's her avatar.
For Midnight Popular?
Mhm.
Okay.
Catwoman. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Does the cat have a name? Like, is that a real cat or is she?
I think she does. I just don't remember the name.
I don't know. Maybe. Lily's very private, so she doesn't post pictures of like herself.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully this one's easy. Who's this person?
Is that Poppy?
Yep.
Like, is that Tora's hand over her face?
Yeah. Wow. Extra credit.
Okay.
So what can you tell us about Poppy? Besides for like what she looks like, because that's not fair. What does she do? What's her personality?
She very inquisitive. Like she wants to get to know Tora better, and she might like danger a little bit. She's hanging around Tora, who's does he have dark hair? I was gonna say, is he tall, dark, and handsome? But he's what was that one episode where like he's in a nightclub or something and he's just like staring down like these guys who are like trying to talk to Poppy or something. I don't know.
I'm so impressed.
Yeah, I guess I do know.
You know
That's
more than
good.
you thought.
Yeah.
That's advanced level. Yeah.
She wants a big strong man.
Speaking of big strong man, who is this?
That is Tora.
Yeah.
Oh, he does have black hair?
Yep.
Okay. I thought he was blonde for some reason.
Oh.
There is a blonde coming up, but this one
Okay.
is black haired.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, so what can you tell us about Tora? You already told us some details, but let's see what else. What's his personality like?
Quiet, strong, like mentally. Probably strong-willed, or is he? What's the word I'm thinking? Maybe kind of like respects tradition, like he keeps himself in line, maybe.
Interesting.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, if he's like a gangster enforcer, he obviously follows like his own set of
code.
Yeah, code or set of
creed.
rules. You know, maybe keeps to himself. That's maybe why he likes Poppy, is because she's kind of wild, or I don't know anything about Poppy.
See, I think that is based on your own personal experience. I think that's what the lens you're looking through things at.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
No, I mean, I think there's something to it, but it's also interesting how like we bring our own life experiences to stories.
Yeah.
You're learning that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
and it's interesting. Thinking about what you said about him being like a guy in lines. We haven't so much seen his perspective on like what he thinks about being in the mafia. We know he doesn't like it, but I'm personally very curious to see what his feelings are about the morality of what he does, because it seems like he hates it. But I'm curious, like you said, his own moral code. Like we know that recently he didn't obey orders and he didn't kill people he was supposed to kill. He only wounded them instead. So I'm very curious to see like how that like his own internal moral compass is going to start coming out and like making him not follow the mafia orders. Anywho.
Did the comic, I'm sorry to interrupt, did the comic tell anything about his backstory, like how he got into it, or oh it did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little bit.
Okay.
We don't know everything yet, but
Was he like dragged into it or like born into the mafia or
it was against his will.
against his will?
Yeah.
Okay.
That he got kind of like drafted almost. Like as a child, he was like an orphan and they plucked him off
Forced
the streets.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think that like if not for that element, we wouldn't be feeling as much sympathy for Tora. But you know, the fact that he was taken in at a young age, like that's how we and now he's like basically waking up and he's like, oh my god, this is terrible. That's why we like him. Otherwise, there actually it's funny. There's some other webtoons where like there's also like the bad guy, and I don't have that much sympathy for them because they don't have that backstory. And I'm like, why are you doing this? This is not good. Like I don't like you. But for people like Tora, I do have that sympathy.
Well, and when you can understand their motivations for why they do what they do, it makes you, that's what makes a good story, is it makes you like that person, even though they're supposed to be the bad guy. So
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so who's this blonde gentleman, as you said?
Who this? I don't think you'll know this one.
I've never seen this man before.
Me too.
Got a nice
Okay, that feels like a wit court interrogation. Okay. Okay, what can you
I've never seen this man in my life.
What kind of person do you think he is based on this picture?
I don't think I like him.
What? What'd you say?
He said, I don't think I like him. Why? What gives you the vibe? It's too pretty.
Yeah, I feel like he's
too pretty.
He's gonna try to challenge Tora.
Oh.
Yeah. He's gonna try to take Poppy away from him.
Oh.
Because he's wearing a nice
jacket. You know, that was originally like the story synopsis on Webtoons, which was kind of like not really accurate, but it was originally that it was going to be a love triangle between Quincy, Tora, and Poppy. But it was apparently just
Quincy.
That is Quincy. Oh wait, so you know Quincy.
Oh no, I just heard you say his name. So.
Oh, okay.
No, I actually kind of don't really like Quincy that much, so I don't really talk about.
It's okay because then it's it's more for me, but whatever. So.
Sure. I don't really talk about Quincy too much to
I've never heard of him.
That's funny. Well, I'm curious. Why didn't you like Quincy? And yeah, it's okay. I won't be insulted.
Oh, that's good. I guess he's the least interesting to me, just because. I know there's more, beneath the surface. I just think he's kind of superficial. Maybe he reminds me of myself a little bit, because I also really like fashion and pretty things and makeup and hair and that's like kind of what he's into, and I'm like, oh, it's not really interesting reading about this person, maybe because I relate to him.
Interesting.
Maybe yeah, I don't know, I'm more interested in Tora.
Yeah. So I like, for some unreasonable I have this thing where I'm like, in every, let's say, story I'm reading, I'm like, okay, would I marry this guy, would I marry that guy? And I decide every character, like Quincy is going to be the one. Not that like he's my partner, like, because like I have specific things and he doesn't match that, but if I had to choose one, I would choose him. But I totally agree. I mean, he's very superficial and immature, but I'm really hoping that throughout this course of this cartoon he will show his more mature side. That's what my hope is.
Well, maybe I'll change my mind then, maybe I just need more time to like him.
Yeah, that's okay. We don't have to like everybody.
True.
Anyway, we can't all be competing for the same cartoon romance.
The same fictional man.
Right.
So he's all yours, Mindy.
Okay. Also, he's blonde, and my husband's also blonde, and I'm a little slightly obsessed with blonde. So.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, oh, are you gonna wear your hair down for the
Yeah.
interview? And he goes, oh, I know
Yeah, I
you
guess
want
so.
me to.
Yes. So I have, my husband is when he was like a teenager, he had super
That's
long
right.
hair. I didn't know him back then, but I'm like, I wish I would have. And now he's like, he does not like long hair, but I've been begging him for literally years to please grow it out. And he finally did during quarantine. But it's not like super long. It's like literally maybe like here, it's like 90s hairstyle at this point. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm hoping he'll let it keep growing and keep growing, but we'll see.
You're like, just forget about the haircut. Save money, right?
Yeah, I'm like, you know, man buns are really pretty. He's like, I'm not wearing a man bun.
I refuse.
Yeah, I've only had long hair for 3 years. I've always had short hair, except for middle school.
It was
Just-
like
It was like
cover
just
your-
covering my face. So
Yeah. So are you okay with long hair? Or like, is it something you do for yourself or Haley?
no, I like it now. It's a
You just
different
kinda-
look.
just kind of decided you were gonna do it.
Yeah, I just decided I want to do
Yeah. So it's for you.
Awesome.
it. I guess kind of for me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I like it too. Yeah.
I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I've always been mad about long hair, so I'm very biased.
I'm mad about your hair.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, who
Who's that?
is this
Oh.
person? This blue-haired guy.
You're not gonna know who that is.
It gets harder and harder, by the way. So
Okay.
this is only like number 5 or whatever.
And like, he hasn't even been in the story very much.
Mhm.
I never seen him.
Okay. Any guesses about what kind of person he is based on this portrait?
Is he a man who takes risks since he's playing? Is that craps?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a
He's
good one.
He's a gambling man. I don't know.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I think that's pretty good.
He's
Takes-
willing to take a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just one photo. I've never seen him before.
I think that's good. I think that's a really good description. He definitely took a big risk recently.
Mm.
Yeah, we're hopefully going to learn more about him in season 2. Be better because season 1 ended with him. So
So that's Goliath.
Goliath.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
strong name.
yeah. We're not sure if it's his real name, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. We're not sure if Tora's real name.
no, right. We always joke his real name is like Eugene or
Yeah, like
Charlie.
Tangled. Eugene Fitzherbert.
right?
Yeah. So yeah, he's got information on, you know, like dirt on people,
Toro. Oh,
on like people that are involved with the mafia,
okay.
and he's been like missing since the start of the season. So
In hiding, maybe.
we don't know.
Mm.
We're not sure. But
Yeah.
Poppy found a bloody shoe in his notebook. So we assumed he had been hurt, but it could have been anybody's shoe,
I think
really.
you told me about a bloody shoe before.
That's the episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I heard
A
about
lot of husbands did know about the bloody shoe because it was the first episode.
It's
Like they
the
were
most
forced to read the first episode, basically.
Here, read this. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Goliath.
Goliath.
Okay, who is this person?
He's the Cody.
Wait, are you a tech guy? No,
What's
no.
that?
Okay, well, wait, Cody as in like coding?
Oh,
Oh no, she said he looks like my friend.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm like, he's the Cody of the story. He's
So
like,
is he a goofball? Is he holding a rake?
It's probably a
Broom handle?
yeah, something like that.
A groundskeeper.
Groundskeeper. Maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Is he
And
screaming at his phone?
he looks more like a confused, like, what's going on?
I don't know who this man is.
I've never seen
Okay.
this.
Well, Haley, I'll let you do all the character explaining because that's
Oh,
fun.
okay. That's Q.
You?
He's like Tora's bitch.
Sad but true. I was gonna say trusty sidekick, but yeah.
That's much nicer. That's much nicer. Yeah. he kind of is the techie guy, and he's involved with the clan, but not to the extent that Tora is. And they've been friends since they were kids. And
Well, he's okay.
he's the Cody.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Ben's best friend, Cody, they've known each other like as long as Ben and I have known each other, like since they were little kids. And just Cody's real goofy and got a good heart, just like you.
Yeah, it's like, so does everybody know 𝗪 if they know Tora then?
Ooh.
Because that's how it is with all our friends. If you know Cody, then pretty much know who I am.
Aw.
We're best friends.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think
We
that
haven't-
everybody who knows 𝗪 knows Tora.
I wonder if Tora kind of tries to keep him a secret,
Mm.
or
Not to-
like out of the spotlight of the clan a little bit to
He is
protect
part
him.
of the clan though. He does their tech stuff. So
I don't know. Well, how come he doesn't have a tattoo though? That's what I wonder. Not that we've seen. I
Maybe
mean,
he's
he
You ever
does.
see him
does.
with his shirt off?
That's
oh,
true.
right. That's we haven't
We
seen his shirt
haven't.
off.
We haven't. No. So
And also maybe he's too low level, like he's not important enough.
maybe that's how Tora wanted it, so that 𝗪 didn't,
Get
get more involved. So
Could be.
I don't know. We don't know.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cool.
What else you got?
Okay. Who is
Oh.
this white-haired gentleman? First of all, do you recognize this guy first?
That's Tora. Yeah. I didn't realize he smoked
Checking.
cigarettes. So.
Yeah. Have you noticed his tattoos? Just saying. Anyway. Sorry.
Have you seen him shirtless? Well, you've seen him more than
Oh, that's
shirtless.
terrible. I didn't bring any shirtless
See-
pictures in this one. but-
Does he have blood on his shirt? I don't know. On his
Yes.
hands. Is
Yeah,
that a guy
he
who
does.
he just do a hit or something, and that's his handler or something?
Mm,
Or
good.
maybe a boss. I don't know.
Ooh. Wow. Excellent.
Boss man.
Does he look like anybody else that you've seen the picture of in this set she's shown you?
What is that? Quincy's father or something?
Whoa. Amazing. That was great
Right?
deduction.
Yes.
Oh wow! I just looked at the hair and it was kind of like the same wavy lengths. And he's
Yeah.
also, I don't know what it is, that a sweater or
It's a
like
cravat.
that's a cravat?
It's a I
Fancy
would
people
call
thing.
it a cravat. Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of a tie, it's
Okay. Yeah, he's
Oh, you got it all
style.
right. He's Quincy's father. He's the mob boss, and he basically is Tora's handler.
Oh, I
Wow.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Uh-huh.
Look at you using
Excellent work.
context
You
clues.
gave me a little hint.
Yeah. And yeah, he was the one who basically like had him kidnapped off the streets as a kid, and he personally trained him, which is like involved a lot of like sadistic torture, we think. But there's also like this whole potential theory that like Tora is the descendant of a royal clan, and that was overthrown by the 𝗏𝗏𝗱𝗏, which is his clan. So yeah, we'll find more about that out
Okay.
later. We don't know yet.
Gotta
There's some
keep you
hints.
informed.
Yes.
We're going
Yeah.
down the road here. Oh,
Who is this lady?
Looks like a lady that doesn't take shit from anyone.
Yeah. Yep.
you're right.
You're good. Good character read.
Is that the boss's wife?
That'd be funny.
I
You're a little old for that, I think.
know. She's too old for that?
Yeah.
Is she like the boss's grandma? Or
Could be,
just the lady
But
who's
she
been
isn't.
hanging
At
around?
least as far as we know. Okay, so let's if
Okay,
you-
I don't know.
oh, well, you got her
I'm-
personality right.
Okay.
You did. Yeah.
Let's see if you can guess, like, based on where she is, like what she does for her profession. She's not a professional pajama lady, just saying.
Oh, she's a high-priced call girl.
Trying to see what's in there.
See, look,
Those
look,
those books.
here.
Oh, those. Well, I mean, she's
Well,
behind a bar, so I'm thinking bartender, but maybe she's also a bookkeeper, keeping track of all the hits.
Oh.
I don't know.
Pretty.
Well, we know she likes gambling.
Yes.
That's Alice. She's like Tora's. She's not related to Tora, but she's kind of like his grandma, mom figure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. She doesn't take no shit.
Keeps him in line.
What?
She owns a restaurant, and that's where she's standing now. And she hired Tora when he was like a teenager, as far as we know. And yeah, she was definitely like there for him during his hard times.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's her
he's
name?
still he's in touch with her.
Alice.
Yeah. Okay, and now related to this, who is this guy?
All right, check out the background and stuff.
I can go back to the previous background if that would
I
help.
was gonna say that. Is he like a security guard for the restaurant? Is that like a speakeasy almost?
I think it's just a regular restaurant.
Oh.
But he's not security, but he does do security stuff.
He looks puzzled.
Puzzled. That's Alice's son, Joe. Like first,
Okay.
previous picture, that's her son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and he's a cop.
He's a cop.
But he used to be part of a gang as well.
Okay.
He's
And
got sick ink, just
Yeah.
like Tora.
uh,
Okay.
and we think something terrible happened to him.
Yeah.
Sadly.
We only see him in flashbacks, so
Hmm.
I think he's deceased,
Mm,
possibly.
yeah.
Was he
And he was
like,
also an
is he
important figure
nervous
for
to go
Tora.
visit his mom or something? Like,
Well, in this, I think he's coming in and he's about to go talk to Tora when he's a teenager. It's a flashback.
oh, okay.
So he's nervous about talking to Tora because Tora is like super gruff and angry, like a typical angry teenager, but like with crazy mafia abuse going on at the same time. So, but him and Alice were both like mentor figures for him, especially because Joe was like apparently a lot like Tora when he was younger. And his mother, Alice, was like, oh, I know that nobody gets out of the mafia alive. And it's like kind of like that's what and then we know that he was in the mafia and then became a cop. So that's why we're assuming he's not dead. Plus, Tora wears his ring and bracelet every day.
Hmm.
And then
Maybe was he like Tora's link to outside of the map? What am I trying to say? Like that's like
his way out, you mean?
no, well, that's his brother. Is that what he's saying? Or it's unclear, or
well,
he's just a figure who
yeah, like a older brother figure or father figure, kind of.
maybe like knowing him kind of keeps him somewhat attached to life outside the mafia.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like a role model almost.
Yeah.
He's been on both sides.
Yeah. We think so.
Good job.
I hope. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
What else you got?
Who is this purple hair chick? Well,
That's
first of all, who's
Mindy.
this?
That's Mindy.
Yeah. I like to cosplay as her.
Well, who's the other one? Is that Poppy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Poppy, yeah.
Poppy's friend? I don't know.
Puppy's friend or violent attacker, I guess. But yeah.
Violent attack.
She's enjoying it though.
Okay.
She's smiling.
Yeah.
That's her
Yeah.
Dean.
That's her what?
Erdine.
Erdine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's her coworker and friend.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where
very
does
colorful
Poppy work?
personality.
I don't know. I don't want to give anything away.
Okay.
Mindy might ask you that.
Alright.
I don't know.
So who is this guy? But, well, I guess I would ask you to identify her, but I think you probably know who she is.
I don't know.
Okay, we are getting more obscure. So
Well, that's Poppy.
Okay.
Again.
what's the setting? Like what kind of setting do you think this is? If you guess the setting, you might be able to guess who he is. What relationship they have.
Either an office or a school.
Oh,
Like a classroom.
Office.
Mm-hmm.
Office. So a coworker, a funny coworker.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly it. Funny coworker.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
He really is a funny coworker. That's a good one. Okay, who's this guy?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
also a not so clear picture.
It's got no face. Is he lurking around the office?
Yes.
Yes.
Trying to, is he about to steal that purse or something on the counter?
He's creeping.
Is he like, does he work for the mob and he's there rifling through Poppy's office, figure out who she is? Because he sees her hanging around Tora, maybe?
Wow.
Maybe. We don't know.
Yeah. Doesn't want any information slipping out about the organization. I don't know.
That's
So
her boss.
Yeah.
That's Poppy's boss?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
But
completely wrong.
no, you weren't. Like
Oh.
all that stuff that you said is kind of we're speculating that he's not just
he's linked somehow.
we think.
Oh.
Yeah, he's definitely smarmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he found basically, it seems as though he found the shady notebook, which Poppy had accidentally brought to work, not knowing that she had brought it there. And we're guessing that maybe he saw it and is like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, why is my coworker, why is my employee bringing this like super shady notebook to work? So he's like trying to dig and find out more about it now. And maybe potentially he'll want to use that notebook to get money for his publishing company, which is not doing so well. So maybe he'll try to sell the information in there. We'll see.
Blackmail?
Maybe. Yeah. Oh,
Who
gosh.
is she?
Oh.
That's tough.
This is getting hard.
We're only up to number 12. We have like 20.
Oh, how many do you have?
I think 20.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm guessing at every photo.
Poor Mindy. She's like, it'll take half an hour to 45 minutes. She didn't realize that Ben takes his time.
Yeah. Poppy's boss.
No.
One boss. But it is an office, so that's true. I think we should just give it to him. It's really hard. Even when you get the office, you don't know what else this is.
That's Inspector Lane. She works for the police.
Oh.
Yeah. We think we're not sure, but we think maybe she has an informant in the clan, either Tora or maybe Goliath or somebody. We're not sure though.
Yep.
Okay.
Very interesting character. We'll see. Okay, who's this old guy?
Poppy's dad?
No.
No.
Poppy's grandpa? No.
Don't know him.
That's Mr.
Okay,
Lamb.
Mr. Lamb?
Yeah, or Lam.
Or Lam?
Does that ring a bell?
No.
Okay.
Never heard of him.
Okay, Haley, you can explain who he is.
So he wants, his wife passed away and he wants to complete her manuscript, and he went through Poppy's publishing company to get Quincy to write her novel. So
Is Quincy a publisher?
He's a writer.
Oh, okay.
So he's a client of Poppy's,
Okay.
a really annoying, difficult client.
Okay.
Yep. But he also has some nice things to say also.
Yeah.
So actually you kind of guess this person. Who's this person?
Who did you just say that was the last one?
The old man?
Yeah, you just said, what was your first guess?
That was Poppy's grandpa?
Well, I said that.
Oh,
You
her dad? Oh, so that's her dad?
Yep.
That's young Poppy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And do you notice what kind of butterfly this is?
That's not a monarch, is it?
The
relevant
tiger
to the story. Yeah. The tiger butterfly.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a whole like symbolic thing that comes right after this picture.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, who is this person? Sorry.
Never seen him before. What's he
Okay.
looking at? Is that a man standing in front of him, or
This is Torah right here. That's they're not looking at him. It's like
Okay.
over there.
Yeah, he would have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's Cordelia.
Cordelia. Okay.
Yeah,
Who's Cordelia?
that's Quincy's lover.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes lover.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. And
but
that
they're
is a
not
woman.
committed.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Not committed. There's still
Yeah.
hope for you, Mindy.
It's fine. If I want them to be happy, you know, and you know, Quincy can't get out of the page, so they may as well be happy with someone in their own universe.
Right?
He's probably more suited to her than me anyway. So, okay, who is she? And it's funny because now you're the only person who possibly knows more about Candy than the people before, but I don't think you know about Candy anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference because we learned something new about Candy recently. So,
There's Candy.
Okay. Candy.
oh, sorry, I said her name. Not that I would have.
He
Nothing you
wouldn't
could-
have known.
I don't know.
Oh.
But what kind of person does she look like? Like, what does she look like she is? Or where does she look like she is?
Oh, she looks like a nice girl, and she's probably got the house for Torah, possibly.
Yes, she does.
She looks like a nice girl.
Yeah, being respectful.
Okay.
Aw.
She probably doesn't get along with Poppy. I'm gonna guess that.
We don't know. They haven't interacted.
Haven't
yet.
interacted.
Um,
Okay.
That is a good guess, though. That is a common storyline, though.
I could see it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. We don't know too much about her yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Candy is her name?
Candy.
Candy.
So she's an exotic dancer at a strip club that is frequented by clan members, and she seems to owe like a debt to the clan. That seems to be more than financial, so she might be like involved in some way. But yeah, it turns out she is the mother to somebody who we didn't know. So
Mhm.
What was Torah's friend's name?
Gyu.
Gyu?
Not Gyu.
Not Gyu.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
maybe there's a reason I put this picture here. I don't know.
Maybe.
Who's this
Who am I
guy?
trying to guess? Him?
Well,
Her?
you know who that is.
Is that Poppy?
That is Poppy.
Okay.
Yeah. Then who's that?
I don't know.
You have more in common with him than you think.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Sorry.
Guess his name. Just guess his name.
I'm trying to remember the other photos I saw. That's not Torah, because Torah's got long
No.
hair. Goliath? No.
No, that's Benjamin.
Benjamin? Oh, his name is Benjamin? Okay.
Yeah.
That's you.
That's me.
There you go. You're right there, popular. Did you know?
I don't remember being there. So.
You got your ear pierced.
That's not
Well,
me.
in this story, you are a teenage boy who is the son of Candy, who is trying to redeem your mom. So you're a good person. Let's see. I mean, you're a little shady, but you're also like a young teenager. But you're trying to help your mom, so that's good.
All right. Back to being a teenager.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Yeah. All those years you thought you left behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, who's this guy?
In the background.
Is he another enforcer? Like another hitman for the mob, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely in the mob. We don't know what he does. But yeah, okay, accurate. Good.
That's Claude.
Claude?
Claude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
They don't get along too well.
I would say Tor doesn't look happy.
I'll just say it, but whatever. Okay, who's this guy? There's an identifying detail on him that might help you identify who he is or where
His
he is.
tattoo.
Mm-hmm. Do you
So
reckon
is
you know
he
what the
some
tattoo
mob
is?
member? Maybe?
Mhm.
Yep. Well, what kind of guy
Is
does
that
he look
like
like
a-
to you?
What was
What
that?
kind of guy does he look like to you?
Rainbows and puppies and
Is he the
kittens?
boss's son, maybe?
Mm.
No.
What kind of vibe are you getting? Looking at that guy.
Thinks he's hot shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does have really nice hair, though. I just
Does he
noticed.
have like a higher rank or something in the gang? Like, is he above Tora or something?
We don't really know. Yeah. His name's Shark.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shark.
Very appropriately named.
He's
a mad guy.
creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy.
He likes to kill people for no reason. Who's this guy? Second to last.
That's Claude again with the
Yeah, this one's
sunglasses.
Claude.
And then you're never gonna guess this.
He's the subject of many erotic fiction. I'll just say that.
Yes, some good fan fiction about him.
About him?
Yeah, and
Even though he's like totally the sidest character of them all.
he had dialogue in one episode, and like that's the only time we've seen him. Like,
but
there's a lot of fans.
There are people who like him.
Yeah, Peg.
Peg.
I know. There are people being one person, but she has made us all like him because of her characterization of him.
True.
And the much that she has extrapolated from the little.
Yeah, that's 𝗙𝗵𝗲.
Oh, I thought you just said his name was Peg.
Peg is the person who writes the fanfic.
Oh. Okay.
That's good.
What is it?
𝗙𝗵𝗲.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's the financial advisor for the clan.
AKA Peg.
Okay.
He seems to be a little bit like removed emotionally from the clan. Like he seems like he might not be such a bad guy. But again, we're a little bit biased because we read her fanfic and like we don't really know much about him. But according to Peg, he's a good guy. So yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. Hopefully she's right.
Yeah. Okay. And this is the extra credit.
Ooh.
If I was counting, I would give like extra points for this, but I'm not doing that in the end because it's too much work.
Yeah. Hold on, we got most of them wrong, so.
Yeah. See, was that like Tora's first hit? His first mouth hit? That's the guy. I don't.
Okay, that was good. No. Definitely
No,
not.
okay. Who is he?
That's 𝗙𝗪𝗔. He's like a gigolo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, in the Patreon, he's a gigolo. In real life, in the cartoon, we don't know that yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not accurate. That's not accurate to the. Okay, never mind.
I mean, it probably basically in the cartoon he shows up as like a guy that Tora like steals his car, but in the Patreon, there's a really really funny cartoon where he's a gigolo. So yes.
Not wearing pants.
He is wearing pants here. We've never seen him without pants, I have to say. So.
Oh, thankfully.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say that, but I didn't want to be mean, so,
Aw.
to 𝗙𝗪𝗔. Not his fault, that he's bald or whatever. Okay, well,
How'd I do?
Not
good job.
bad.
Good job.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you guessed. You did good guesses.
I tried.
Yay.
Okay, and so now I'm gonna say a bunch of words, and it was like 8 words, and let's see 7 words. Let's see if you know what they mean in the Nepopulana world. Okay, tiger. That's probably pretty easy.
What is tiger?
I kind of just told it to you a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Don't think about Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm lost on that one.
Tora's name means tiger in Japanese.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that.
Okay, fine. We'll pretend you did. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Haley's told me that numerous times.
Aw. Yeah, did she show you the tattoo on his back? And the and the and the tattoo on his thigh?
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
He's seen all of Tora's tattoos, so
Okay. Yeah. Right. In full view.
in
Yeah,
stunning Technicolor.
Yeah.
Okay, so strawberries. What does that mean?
Strawberries.
Oh, poor Ben.
Is that a nickname for Poppy? I don't know.
Okay.
Little and cute, just calls her a strawberry.
Aww.
That's cute.
It probably is a nickname for Poppy. Because
It could
remember
be.
when he said strawberry girl,
Mhm.
right? When Quincy said that? Maybe.
Maybe you're predicting
yeah.
what hasn't happened yet.
With no knowledge of what's going on.
Yeah, so basically Tora likes strawberries and Poppy ate strawberries as a kid, and it's possible that they met when they were younger, and that's where he acquired his love of strawberries.
Or
We'll
strawberry
see.
picking or something.
That would be a
Yeah.
good date, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Beach strawberry picking.
There you
Okay,
go.
avocado. Sorry.
What does it mean not to be called an avocado?
Jeez, what does it mean in the story? You won't know.
Yeah, I know, it's too obscure.
Yeah. Poppy's contact photo and like when she's texting is an avocado hula hooping.
Okay.
Is a little picture.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Basically like a symbol of how Poppy is like this very innocent little kid, like kid-like person, and she enjoys cutesy things, and like how she's the total opposite of Tora in his world.
Okay.
Okay, hamster. I know, if you don't know them, you really have no idea.
Well, you said nickname earlier. Tora calls her hamster because she's feisty, but little and cute.
She stinks
Little
like a
cute.
hamster cage.
Stinks like a hamster cage. That's terrible.
Okay, she's a little cute.
But she's feisty. She has big balls. That's what he said.
Okay. Yeah. Oh.
Might bite you.
Yeah, might bite you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she has bitten him. Okay. We're hoping for more. Anyway, red pin.
I'll show you later.
Chapter 47.
Yeah. So, oh, you haven't memorized it.
I know. The main chapter is like 35, 39, 47. I definitely remember what happens in those.
The kiss, the other kiss, the third kiss.
Yeah, right? Well, 39 was actually, that was on Regina's Peak when they said goodbye.
Right.
So we all cried for like hours and hours. Yeah. But 47 was the kiss in the apartment. And yeah. Oh. Okay, I'll get distracted.
Yeah, sorry.
Red pin.
Oh, what? Sorry, what? What was it?
Red pin.
Red pin?
Red pin. I don't think I even know this.
Okay, her pin, maybe?
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay.
Was the red, like, was there a red pin left behind at a crime scene or something? Like a...
Very good. Very good.
That's not bad.
Was I close?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. Poppy had like a red hairpin that looks like the crest of the clan, kind of. And she left it behind at Quincy's apartment. And Benjamin
found it?
Stole it.
But he's trying to pawn it to help his mom like get released from her debt to the clan.
Stop being a stripper? Yeah.
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 Okay.
He doesn't want his mom to have to work there anymore.
Yeah. And he's conflicted, like he kind of felt bad, but he also felt more bad for his mom, I guess.
Hmm.
Okay, jackfruit.
Oh.
Tora's favorite fruit.
Probably Poppy's favorite fruit to be, but whatever. Sorry.
It refers to Tora. She's
In what way?
how
Like,
does
inappropriate
she
way.
put it? Help. How does she put it?
So basically when they first meet, her shirt is ripped open because she fell off on the bike, and she basically Tora basically tosses her a sweatshirt to help like cover her up. And she walks around all day and she's like, oh, this smells great, it smells great. And then she gets embarrassed because she realizes she's smelling this guy's sweatshirt, and then she likes how it smells. And then later on, when she sees him again, he makes a joke about her sense of smell. And she's like, I can smell things just like I can smell your jack. And then she stops and she's like, your jackfruit, because she doesn't want to admit that she's been smelling his jacket. So she says jackfruit. So.
Oh.
She explained it way better than I could explain it. That was awesome.
Yeah, and Tora does not forget that because he teases her later. Okay, and the last word, gray sweatpants.
Oh, gray
Gray
sweatpants.
sweatpants.
Come on, I told you this one.
Oh, that's like is equivalent to. Oh, damn, what was that?
Think sexy.
Yeah, I know you told this to me. Yeah, it's like gray sweatpants season or something.
Did she buy you any gray sweatpants?
His mom bought him a really nice pair.
Oh.
I said, thanks, Carrie.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent of lingerie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Goodness
underwear
gracious.
fashion.
Yeah.
We're crazy, by the way. We're all like a very extremely thirsty bunch. But
Very
yeah,
obsessed. You know. At least we're obsessed together.
So does Tora wear gray sweatpants in the comics?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Haley can show you that picture. Anyway.
I've seen a photo with him without pants.
Only one. But anyway.
Do you share that with your husband?
I sure do.
Sure do.
Yeah.
Tarnation. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Good job.
Yeah.
Man.
And yeah, that was good. So last question is a bit more meaningful. How has Midnight Poppyland changed your lives? Both Haley, yourself?
Well, watching Haley read something has made me want to read more. Like, I never used to enjoy reading a whole lot. Like, I'd rather go outside and run around, but watching her read comics and all of her books and whatnot kind of made me want to start reading again. So I've been reading all my own books and stuff, and enjoy doing that.
That's sweet. Yeah, good.
No, it's true.
Well, it's the best kind of sweet.
Well, for
how
me,
about
I
Haley?
guess just really, I mean, the story, of course, is excellent and the art's excellent, but honestly, it's been kind of meeting you and the community and just sharing something that you're really, really, really into with people who are equally obsessed and equally excited. And because my mom reads, I got my mom to start reading it, but nobody else. I mean, Ben.
Yeah, as soon as you told her, she was like all caught up.
Yeah.
In like a few days.
She binged it in like a day, and it was almost to the end of the first season. And she's like, "What happened? Where's the rest?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's on hiatus." She goes, "But I want to read it now." And but she's like the only one who reads it, and it's nice to have the community to go, "Oh my God." I don't really post a whole lot in the community, but it's nice to read everybody's stuff and just the fan fiction. I love reading the fan fiction. You know, for scientific purposes, of course.
Right. I know, right?
So
sometimes I'd come up with my own fanfic.
Oh.
just to make it laugh.
He comes up with the we can't repeat it. It's disgusting.
Okay.
It's just gross. Like he's gross on purpose, just to get a laugh, of
Yeah.
course. But,
Probably
yeah.
like, Mr. Lamb and like Poppy or like some,
Oh,
yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'd go there. So.
Oh no.
So-
I appreciate the comic though.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. There's it was Peg who wrote Emily kind of dared Peg to write a sexy fanfic of Vincent, who's the bad guy.
Oh.
And I started reading it. I had to turn off in the first paragraph because I was like so repulsed by like envisioning this evil guy as like sexy, and I couldn't. But I have to read it because out of loyalty. But I'm not looking forward to it.
I saw your post earlier where you were like, I have to admit, I save all these fan fictions and I don't go back and read them. And then
No, I do go back and read them, but it keeps piling up, and I don't finish enough. Like if I'd save 10 and I read 3, I still have 7 left.
Right, and they just keep adding more, and you're like, I can't keep up. That's a good feeling, though.
Right. I'm probably just gonna sit down one night and be like, okay, I'm reading for 5 hours straight or something. Yeah, but I like to do it as like my fun relaxation, and like I don't know. I guess lately, obviously, I've been reading a lot of webtoons at night, so I'm doing that. But whatever, I'll get to it. I know I will.
Sure, there's always time. So.
Yeah, barring a tragic bus accident or something.
Yeah, ooh,
I'm always like paranoid, but. Anyway, on that positive note,
yeah,
potential demise through freak accidents. Thank you so much for coming on and for having the interview. And it was fun. It's always fun.
Yeah. Thank you for having us. And
thank you.
I mean, I wasn't expecting to be invited to stay, so that was fun. Thank you, and thanks for doing it. And I'm excited to see all the other guys' videos on your Patreon. So we'll be
I had fun. I don't really know hardly anything about it, but
now you know a lot
I'm
more.
happy to guess and make my assumptions.
Well, Haley, you could quiz him like tomorrow and see how much he remembers from what he learned today.
Ooh, how much did you retain?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta remember the characters.
Okay. All right.
That's good.
So
now when she talks about it, you can be more well informed.
Yeah.
My husband has not stopped hearing about it. He begs at this point. He's like, could we not talk about Midnight Popular?
Please, is there anything else?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's really bad. But anywho.
yeah.
So then I sit and listen to his topics. So
you're like, okay, can I talk about Midnight Popular now?
Yeah. He's very patient. He's a good guy. I actually interviewed him as well. So
did you? Oh my
God,
I can't wait to see his video.
Yeah. He's funny. He's a funny guy.
Shout out
okay,
Yoel.
well thank you so much. What?
Shout out Yoel.
Yeah. Oh, you remember his name. Yeah.
I did. I said it right.
I think I talk about him like every I think I talk about him a lot, but it's good. I tell him that. I'm like, I talk about you every podcast. It means I like you. So.
I get it. Well, thank you for having us, Mindy. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
my pleasure. Thank you for coming on. It's always a pleasure. It's so much fun, and it's always great to meet like the partners of the people that we co-host with. Like it's just so much fun. Like I got to know you, Haley, and now I got to know you, so it was great.
Yeah. Well, now Ben has a face to put to that when I say, well, Mindy said this, and Mindy did this, and Mindy this. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye. Thank you.